recently, the last couple of months, big, massive brands are just really not really giving a damn about diversity. So, first of all, the Shea Moisture advert, have you all seen that? Shea Moisture really was originally a small beauty brand targeted at women of colour or women with curly hair. And that was their demographic, that's their larger customer base. And they brought out this advert which didn't have any women of colour.
It made no sense.
Yeah, exactly. So it kind of, and that triggered the hashtag Shea Moisture cancelled. And then we had the Garnier advert.
What was the Garnier advert?
Garnier advert was basically a denim advert. And it was something like Good Jeans, and it was all white women.
And it made no sense either.
It was like Holly Willoughby, Davina McCall. It was all white women. And
all the bitches that got on hair dye.
Yeah, exactly. And then we can't even forget this one, the Pepsi Kendall Jenner,
Like,
where this white girl is saving saving the black people from police brutality with the Pepsi.
Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, with the Pepsi. So I mean, what do you think? Do you think why do you think brands just can't get it right? I mean, why do you think they feel diversity doesn't sell?
I think with things like this, it takes a lot of time, especially for bigger brands. Like it's not just gonna happen the next day where we see loads of people of colour in advert. And I think it's down to the decision makers in the room as well. You can probably imagine they all look the same, probably the same age, which I think has an impact on
essentially it's just white men, isn't it?
Make it a decision.
In advertising terms.
But this is the problem.
So then do you think we need to change how the world of advertising? Because if you, even if you look at it, like Karen Blackett is the CEO of MediaCom, and that's an advertising agency, like a massive one, and she's the chairwoman actually of MediaCom. So it's okay. So you do have, I guess, a few women of colour like leading big advertising agencies, but it's still not.
But there's something
they're not getting it right.
They're not getting anything right. It just seems 2017. I think they're scared. I think they're scared because they need to be diverse, and now it's coming. It's that time of where we are in the world. They're thinking, oh, we need to, and they're not, like you said, they're not thinking about it. They're just going, bang, let's do this. It's gonna work.
When people are doing it as well, it looks so forced. Like they haven't found the right setting to bring minorities, whether it's people of colour or people with disabilities. It just seems so forced, and you watch it, and it almost makes you do like a full body cringe.
Yeah,
just like,
it does. The Pepsi one killed me.
What do you think about the Pepsi one? Because you work in advertising, that you have worked in it. What do you think about the Pepsi commercial?
When I saw the tweets about the ad before I actually saw the video, and I was like, okay, this can't be real. Kendall Jenner's like saving the day and ending racism with a can of Pepsi. So I watched it, and I couldn't believe it. Again, I think it's down to decision makers, because if I was personally in that room where the campaign was being pushed through, I think people like me would have spoke up about it.
No.
A lot of brands have kind of clocking on to the fact that diversity is selling, and that's what they want to use. That's their strategy to get loads of views and loads of clicks. True. But they're not willing to change like their recruitment processes. They're not authentic about it. They don't actually care, but they're using that sentiment to get the click.
And also, actually, it's probably like they were thinking, oh yeah, tick box diversity.
Because they've got someone in a hijab.
Black Lives Matter and everything is real life.
Yeah.
It's not. It's actually not.
It's not a Pepsi advert.
It's not a trend. It's not something that it's not a selling point. So
and that's with the fact that they've that's rough that they've done. Like, that's what I mean. I didn't get the advert. It made no sense. And
when you showed it to me, and I was just like, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it.
Let's talk about Chrissy Teigen, John Legend's wife. So this story really kind of shocked me, because I'm a massive fan of her. I really liked her before this, And she said in an interview, now she's kind of denying it and backtracking, saying that she was joking, but she allegedly, she said this. She said that she's had plastic surgery. I need to read it so I get it right.
Yeah, please.
She said she's had plastic surgery on her face and body, including liposuction to get rid of her armpit fat, and on her nose, on her lips, and her forehead. And then she tried to say, oh, I was joking. But she did say it.
No, why would you go to an in-depth like?
Yeah, and then I did look at pictures, and I was like, "Rah, she does look different from before and after." And she's such a beautiful woman. But whenever sometimes, and I guess when women kind of look at people like Chrissy and like Kim Kardashian, do you think now her honesty is gonna give women a break now? Like thinking, oh, I don't have to be perfect, because now she's come out. Because I honestly thought Chrissy Teigen is just a really buff woman. She's got a great body.
Naturally.
And I did admire that. I think, oh, I wish I could look. I do admire her. Somebody I think, oh, she's beautiful. And now that came out, I was like, God, like,
did you feel let down as a woman? Did you feel let down?
I felt quite relieved because I thought, my big black nose, I'm fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, do you know what? Let me keep this because do you know what I mean? You didn't like your big, you know, your
she had
she's Oriental, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm fine. I kind of felt a bit relieved, but a little bit like.
I'd like to think it would change the whole deception of how people look, but I don't think it's enough. But
do you know what I did think as well? I did think, seriously, being honest, I did think, oh damn, like, because we're doing stuff in the media stuff on the show. I thought, oh, does that mean I need to do that? I thought, if she's done it, does that mean, God, then do I need to?
But it's prime example. Like even me as a male, like just before then we went on, and I was like, do I look skinny? And I was joking, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, do I?
Can someone just say yes?
Just tell me I look like that pole of camera. I want to look like, but it's true. It's in the back of your mind, no matter what you do.
What I think we should be talking about isn't whether or not it should make us feel better, but the fact that we shouldn't be looking at other people and thinking that's what true. I want to look like. Like that's something that, you know, so earlier we were having our makeup done and she put eyelashes on and I was like, I don't wear makeup usually. That's something that I've done for myself. I wouldn't push it on anyone, but I've had to teach myself how to look in the mirror and not go, you need to have this, you should look different, you should look perfect every day. Instead of being like, oh, you know, do we think it's all right that she's had cosmetic surgery? Like, you can only do what makes you happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if she was in the pursuit, the endless, never-ending pursuit of having a perfect face and she wanted to get plastic surgery, fine, she's admitted it, but we also, should never be aspiring to what someone else has.
What do you think it means for young women? So when now they're hearing that, what do you think the implications are going to be? Now that she's come out and said
you're in danger, girl.
And and a lot of young women do want to sort of be like women like Chrissy and like Kylie Jenner's, and they've got like 95 million followers on Instagram. A lot of females.
So I don't think it's. I mean, it's great the fact that, you know, more people are coming out saying I've done this, I've done that, I'm very honest, blah blah blah. But I don't think it makes that much of a difference after you've got all your surgery and then you say, yeah, by the way, I got this.
It's too late then.
At the end of the day, you still look great, and I still feel kind of crap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like people who come out and post pictures of themselves looking really great on Instagram and then go, actually, it was just really good lighting, and I would just want to be really body positive. Nice. It's like, no, you still posted a picture of yourself looking like super pale, unrealistically hot.
So you know you look good.
You know you look good. You're still portraying that image. You can't then come out and say, actually,
but those sort of women cannot, or men cannot go outside the house to put the rubbish out without doing a full face and putting on a dress.
Exactly.
I think it's more helpful when people just, you know, kind of remain as they are and say, this is me, and because I've kind of grown up with social media, and then I follow the accounts which is full of amazing women who have like the makeup, the face, the facial structure, everything, and then, you know, they say stuff like, oh, by the way, I got this done, I got this. I'm like, oh, you know, it's really nice of you to say, but you still look really great. And then I follow the people who are very, very natural, and they just take raw, unedited images of themselves and they say, this is me, and I just feel much better with that side. I think that side's more helpful.
So you think the ones that haven't had surgery but they just know how to contour and
like the natural?
Yeah, they're just like very open. Like I have nothing against surgery.
No.
I'm if anything, I'm not putting it down. Go for it. Do make yourself.
I mean, if I was doing it, I would say yes, I've had it.
Like, exactly.
And it's no shame.
Yeah, like, if you've got the money, get your money's worth.
I guess the industry that Chrissy and Kim K are in is well, Chrissy's a model.
Well, she's friends with them, so she needs to look on. Well, she thinks she needs to look on top of her game all the time.
I imagine Hollywood just makes you feel
inadequate.
Yeah, inadequate. You look around, you're surrounded by all of these beautiful people constantly. It's probably, you know, it's like when you look in the mirror and you're having an off day and you think, oh, I look terrible.
Yeah, I'm having a fat day.
You're surrounded by beautiful people all the time. Every day is going to feel like a bad day.
And I think it comes down to like loving yourself. I mean, because look at the Kardashians. Kim looked like Jafar from Aladdin before. You know what I'm saying? It's true. It's true.
She did. It's true.
And her sister looked like a parrot on the shoulder. Like, but it's true. I mean, they're not going to see it. And if they do, hey girls. It's true. But and then money, surgery.
Jafar, I think she was.
Also, sorry,
she
Kendall
was quite hairy. She had that laser hair and she's kind of now
Natasha's gone.
She's very tan. Yeah. So
and Kendall looked like Susan Boyle. Now she looks like it's true, and now she looks like stunning. Like I guess
they've blatantly had
money.
Surgery. Like Kylie Jenner looks like Black China now.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Before she was Kylie Jenner. And it's quite sad. Like,
it's very sad,
I feel really sad for her.
All jokes aside,
I feel like
sad.
Before, not that she's not pretty now, but she was a really pretty young girl. And I just
I worry about my
sisters.
Like, my sisters are young, and they unfortunately
they're looking to get lip injections.
And the thing is, we are a different generation. We didn't grow up with social media. We had to adapt to it. Where the younger generation now, it's like my sister's age. That's all they know. That's all they know. So if I look at that and go, God, man, you look amazing. I need to look like her. Exactly. Like, what are my sisters thinking? Yeah, but at the same time, you've got to learn. I think it comes with age as well. As you get older, you kind of not care less, like as if to say, I don't care what I look like. No, you still care, but you don't care about what people think.
Exactly.
I feel like as I've got older, I've gone, bitch, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if I'm forever single.
I worry that that's not going to happen with the next generation because they are so sucked into social media. So something that I've noticed with young people is that they all like each other's photos and tweets and stuff. And it's like an endless, I mean, for want of a better term, circle jerk of them just being like, oh, you look amazing. They comment and like all of their stuff and they have hundreds and hundreds of likes because they all do it to each other. They're stuck in this like vacuous hole of just licking each other's asses.
But what kills me is like, say on social media, like if I post like a selfie of me with just like makeup, it will get, I don't know, say 10 likes, just for be fair. If I post a picture, it might get 20 likes. So if I post a picture of me with makeup, a selfie, 20 likes. If I post a picture, I don't know, of my degree, it's like 5 likes.
So
it's like, we live in a society where it's like, we're just valuing like on looks and how, you know, and aesthetic things.
We are a society
But social media is the endless highlights reel, isn't it?
But
it's true.
Then again, on that point, it's like we are, you know, valuing things based on the amount of likes that we get. When
we
shouldn't.
That's really true. That's so bad.
But my nieces, you know, like my nieces, they're on Instagram, and my niece is like, follow me back. If I get to 200 followers, I'm gonna post my like, I don't know, like she's got this little kind of slurpy thing. Like even she's like, follow me, like I want followers, and I'm like,
so they're already branding themselves as a business.
She's like, yeah, follow me back, follow me, like I want to get 200 followers.
You know, who remembers MySpace? PC for PC.
What's that?
Picture comment for picture comment.
Oh, PC!
Yes!
Oh, God!
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
You know what I mean? We like talking about it like it never happened to us.
It did to us. Yeah, it did.
MySpace? We're showing our age.
Oh, shut the front door. You don't know what that is. You need a day
Oh my God!
That's how old we are. What is MySpace? Right, that's
how old are you?
It's not girls talk now, it's granny talk.
Oh my God.
There's only 5 years between
granny
us.
talk now. MySpace, you don't even need to know what MySpace is.
MySpace, don't worry, all you need to know is Tom was always your first friend and now he travels the world taking pictures. He's done all right. Tom's done all right. Tom was my first
No one
best
ever
friend.
solved the equation in the background, ever.
Oh yes, there was a picture. Oh God, now we're showing our age.
Oh, that's really weird.
But
I don't
ladies,
love that.
it's been so good. Thank you so much for having a chat with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.